Alright, day 2 of mobility. Take 3. Fucked up the first 2. I'm going to have super mobile hips after this. You are going to need, if you have it, a lacrosse ball. And I have a strap for stretching, but you can just use, you can use a belt, whatever you need to do. I'm not going to have sound, or I'm not going to have music because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube for copyright, whatever. Question of the day. What is something that you've cooked recently, either during the quarantine or not, that you really liked and want to share? If you have something, which ideally you do, you are going to put it in the comments. I feel like such an idiot. Put it in the comments of this video. Basically, I just thought it'd be fun to share recipes because we all have so much more time. Well, not everyone. Some people are working harder than ever, in which case, good work, but some of us have a lot of extra time, and at least for me, it's been super fun to cook and actually have dinner at a normal time like a normal person with Russell. Yeah. Also, you should stay tuned the whole video because you're going to have a puppy surprise at the end. Beyond Luna, who is licking her hoo-ha. Cute. Tonight I'm going to try making an Indian lentil dish, so I'm excited about that. And I've been making a lot of seafood and stuff. I made garlic shrimp and roasted broccoli, which if you don't roast broccoli or haven't tried it, it's super delicious. And pasta or rice, that type of thing is super delicious to me. Alright, let's get started. This is my second time doing this whole thing because I'm a moron and didn't turn on the mic last time. Alright, so first thing we're going to do. It's kind of like a figure 4 stretch, except you're going to be on your hands and knees. You're going to extend your left leg back. You're going to internally rotate that right foot. So I'm internally rotating, which means I'm trying to get my foot as far that way as I can without moving my knee. Then I'm going to use my left knee to push my right foot forward as far as I can till you get slightly uncomfortable. Then you're going to kind of move around in that in that right hip capsule, just shifting around a little bit, feeling how it feels. I'm not going to spend too much time here. Alright, you can go ahead and let that go. You're going to switch sides. So I'm going to extend my right leg, internally rotate the left, use my right knee to push my left leg forward. You can see I'm kind of in that tabletop position. Again, I'm going to sit my left hip back. I'm going to move around in that hip capsule. Get all up in there. Nice and easy. Ideally you get maybe 5 to 10 little moves around. Alright, go ahead and let that go slowly. Let me set my timer. Oops. Alright, so next we're going to do a stretch that we've done in the gym before. So you're going to come into a deep lunge on your right side, and my right foot comes forward. My left leg's extended. Can you see me? Yes, you can. There's like a weird whatever. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. You're going to be pushing your belly button down towards your heel. We're going to be in here for a little longer than 30 seconds because that took me a while to get all set up and ready. Feeling good, feeling right. Alright, now you're going to walk your right foot over to the left. Keeping your foot where it is, you're going to let that right knee come over. So I'm not letting my foot come down or back as I normally would for a pigeon stretch. I'm keeping my foot where it was. So this can be perpendicular to my femur, ideally. But I'm pushing my knee down. We're not going to hold here for very much longer because this is kind of an intense stretch. Good. Now you're going to go ahead and let that foot fall back. Let the knee come to the ground. This is just our normal pigeon stretch, really trying to get those hips down. If you want to lean over, you can. I can't stop you. It's actually perfectly fine. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. I might do it. Well, something different. Very excited. Watch the top of my head. All right, go ahead and come out of that. Come into that deep lunge on your left side. Again, pushing your belly button down towards your heel, really getting deep in that hip capsule. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds once again. Feels very weird without music. Also without real humans to be talking to. But you're here with me in spirit. Alright, walk that left foot over to the right. Again, keeping that foot static. You're going to let your left knee come down as far as you can get it. Mine is not even touching the ground, so that's fine if yours isn't either. If your knee is touching the ground in this position, in this nice a pigeon, congratulations, your external rotation is truly beautiful. Again, this is super intense. The outside of your hip might be feeling some type of way. Someone just texted me. I have friends. Alright, settle yourself back into a normal pigeon. 30 seconds here. You guys are just going to see me slowly fall into insanity because of this quarantine. What is that? 10 more seconds. Luna's having a great time. Really kicking it. I think you can see her. I'm not sure. Alright. Go ahead and let that go. Next we're going to do a frog stretch. So, you're going to bring your knees nice and wide. Ideally your feet are kind of in line with your knee. I'm not sure if you can see that. Hopefully you can. We're going to keep our hands on the ground instead of coming down on our elbows, and I want you guys to rock back and forth about 20 times. Really get into those hips. Don't hurt yourself pushing back. Just kind of comfortably rock back and forth. I've already lost count, but I'm going to go somewhere around 20. Alright, go ahead and come out of that nice and slow. Okay, next we're going to do a couple dynamic stretches, really get into those hips, into that squat position. So, what you're going to do, you're going to make sure you have space around you, you won't kick anything or anyone. You're going to come into the bottom of a squat. We're going to do 5 of this. You're going to place your hands on the ground kind of near your feet, or as near as you can get them. If you can't get all the way down to the bottom of a squat, that's fine. That's what these videos are for. Your hips can just remain slightly higher, that's okay. You are going to jump back into a plank position and then jump back into that squat. Every time we return to the squat, really trying to push our chest up. Drive your knees out. You can use your elbows / your hands to kind of really drive that position. We're going to do 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hanging out still in the bottom of this squat. Let's get back because I don't need as much space. You're going to put your hands on your feet and you're going to extend your legs coming up into a forward fold. So like so. Extending up. Again, we're going to do 5. So that was 1, 2, 3, can stand up out of this like you would normally come up out of a squat. I'm just going to sit back because if I stand, you can't see me. So, next we're going to get in with our lacrosse ball. If you have it, I'm not actually going to demo this for very long because I don't know how many people have lacrosse balls, but I super suggest you go get one. You can get one on Amazon. You can go to Dick's if they're still open. Wow, that stuff got me out of breath. Yeah, super useful mobility tool. I'm going to be kind of introducing some new and exciting stuff, maybe new to you, I don't know, new and exciting stuff in these videos. So, you're going to lay back. You can straighten your right leg, doesn't matter. You're going to place that lacrosse ball kind of up at the top of your butt. You're going to lay on it. And from here, you're going to let your left knee open up. So your butt is kind of, your glutes kind of wrapped around the ball. You're going to hang out here for a little while. You're going to bring that knee back in, move the ball to a different spot. You might have to bring that right hip up a little bit and let that left hip open up to the side. If your hips are super tight like mine, that's going to hurt really bad, but it's a good hurt. If it's a like nerve hurt, don't do it. Alright, last thing we're going to do, get yourself a strap or a belt or whatever you have. You're going to do a hamstring and IT band stretch. So you're going to wrap the band around your right foot. Extend your right foot. Hopefully I don't kick the desk. You're going to bring that foot up, pulling it up with your hands. You're going to keep that quad nice and tight. And we are going to hold here for, I'm going to estimate 20 seconds. Really pulling it in. Don't pull so hard that you hurt yourself. But really trying to get a nice stretch in on that hamstring. You're going to relax your hands a little bit, so let your leg down just a little bit. And from here, you're going to let that leg fall over, alright? So you're getting a nice stretch through the outside of this hip. You should feel a little bit down your IT band. I certainly do because mine's really tight. We're not going to hold here for all that long. Alright, go ahead and relax that. Same thing on the other side. You're going to wrap your left foot, extend your right leg, extend the left. You're going to pull that left foot up. Again, keeping that quad nice and tight. The band should be wrapped around kind of the arch of your foot. I'm going to pull in. We're going to hold here for about 20 seconds. Wow, this is so much longer than the other one. Alright, go ahead and let that go just a little bit. From here, again, rocking that leg over, letting it relax down. Trying to keep this hip on the ground. Should feel a nice stretch through the outside of that leg. Holding here for 15 to 20 seconds. Alright, go ahead and bend that leg, come out. Okay, so that's it for today. You can repeat any of that stuff. I would suggest doing a couple air squats right now, see how you feel. Ideally your hips feel a little better than they did before, which would be awesome. That's what we're going for. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. After this cuts off, there will be a puppy surprise. But first I'm going to show you Luna sleeping on the bed because she's a queen. Queen Luna! God, she's ridiculous. Alright, puppy surprise. This is Sonic. She is 9 weeks old. She's a big ol' snuggle bug. That's Russell. She is available for adoption. She doesn't have diarrhea anymore. Yay! She's a real sweet girl. She loves treats. Yeah. You should adopt her. Anyone.